Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and today we are creating a fall bucket list for Bobbie, and we are using a big, like lined paper sheet from Happy Planner. So Bobbie requested a fall bucket list, and I pulled out Fall Love by Live Love Posh, and I thought that these stickers would be really pretty because with a bucket list, you kind of want the focus to be like the boxes or whatever shapes we end up doing here for the bucket list. And I thought that these larger strips would be a really cool look. So I gotta get this one off. I just have to decide where I want it to go. Let me kind of move everything and get a nice full look here. I was sort of thinking doing something on the side. I haven't done that in a while. I think it would be pretty. So let's turn the page and really get this like nicely on the spine. And then of course we'll punch out where we need to punch out. Now, because if this were a classic size, it would cover completely, but because it's a big, it doesn't. So my choices are to use the other one of this because the second page has one, but also we have this one, which is just like a smaller piece of that I think would be better. So we're not using up that entire larger one. We can just put this right here, and then I don't even think you can tell that it's different. Okay, now the decision becomes, do we punch first or continue? I think we're gonna punch first. So I do have a Happy Planner punch, but I like my Memory Keeper punch better. So what I'm gonna do here for the first one is line this up, hopefully perfectly. Okay, not quite perfect. So we're gonna try it again with the second one. This does have a little line. You can kind of see as I do it. Okay, that's better. So now that that one is in, I can use it as kind of plastic back here. I can use it as sort of like the stencil or the format, I don't know the word, for the next one or for all the next ones. I wanted to fix it for after the first one because that one wasn't quite perfect, and then it would have kind of messed up the rest. This isn't punching beautifully, so typically when that happens, it means that we are full in here. So I'm just gonna kind of take my tweezer and clean that out, and then we can continue. Still not punching great. I think what I'm gonna do later today is use aluminum foil. I believe that aluminum foil will kind of like resharpen it. I also have had this now for, I think, since 2021, and I use it pretty regularly. So I don't know. I mean, that's 4 years, but I just don't know like the longevity of these types of things. So, okay, this looks really pretty. And then I pulled out Alpha Basics by Caliber Plan because I wanted to include alphabet stickers here, and I really liked the orange. So I think we're gonna do autumn instead of fall as the title, just for like spacing purposes. And then I also grabbed this Planny Thing washi because I thought that this pink was really pretty here. So autumn has 6 letters, so the T and U are going to be in the middle. And then grab an M and an N. And just kind of being mindful of spacing around this. And then we need a U and an A. Okay, that's pretty. And we'll look, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, about here to make that even. And then we're going to do bucket list. So the question becomes, do I use the same orange stickers Or do I use other stickers? I don't think I have any brown stickers. I'm a little afraid that black stickers here would be a little bit too bold. So I think we're going to continue with this, but I just wanted to decide whether or not I wanted to bring in washi again. I think we will, because this is a big page. We've got a lot of space here. So let's just kind of spell out bucket. See. And of course, before you're using alphabet stickers, just make sure you have all the letters that you need, because oftentimes in my videos, I don't have all the letters that I need, but I did confirm beforehand with this one. And then we need L. Let's give it some space there. I try to use all the letters that I need from one page before shifting to the other. S, but we are out of T's here, so we'll come to the T. We just needed the M and the T from the second page. Okay, look how cute that already looks. I feel like we could just leave it there and it would still be a really good spread, but of course we're going to add in the other elements for Bobbie. So the next thing that I wanted to do for I wanted to first look at hexagon boxes by Keleva Plan and see if we have a good color match to do our boxes. But I'm not entirely sure because the colors on this are a little bit more unique. I would guess that there's no like hot pink. And the orange is a little bit more red. We could have gotten away with the orange, but I just don't think we're gonna have the pink that we need here. It's a lot of a lighter pink. Is there a brown? Probably not. I feel like brown is not a color we often see in our planner community. Okay, so I don't have those. So my next thought was looking for Autumn Shapes by Mojo Jojo Plans, because I thought that Autumn Shapes may have a little bit of the color we need. However, what it won't have is the amount. I need 10, so I really need 5 of each color. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time looking through and figuring out what box element may work the best here. I have kind of a unique idea. I'm pretty sure it's going to work, but I pulled out Monthly Boxes by Mojo Jojo Plans, and Monthly Boxes has all the colors that we need. And the notches we can kind of stack on each other. So I think that this could actually be a pretty cool look, because let me just kind of show you. We're going to put this one down first, and then let's go to pink. And I'm specifically, for now, using the boxes that have the notch. Because with the notched box, oh, that's too high. Oh, I messed that up already. I already messed it up. Okay, let's try something else. We can connect these to each other. So now, let me come back to the orange. And I know I need 10 here. Because what we could also do is we have more decorative stickers that I can kind of pair with this. Now with these, you want to make sure you're putting it down straight, because that's going to kind of determine the rest. So let's take another one. So that's 3. 4. Let's do another brown. I don't know why I'm struggling. Let me move this over. I feel like I need my right hand to be flipping through this. I feel like it looks a little weird now. It will look better. And if it doesn't, we'll remove it. Okay, so that's 5. Now let's come back to the pink. And I thought it would be cool to do another tall one, but with my spacing here, I'm probably not going to be able to. I feel like we're also somehow getting a little bit crooked. Let me redo this one. I mean, it's stacked perfectly, but it's still displaying a little bit crooked. So I'm going to try to fix it on that edge. Okay, that's better. That's not gonna work. I feel like I'm doing a puzzle here. I think if I take, let's try something else here. No, that won't work here. Oh, okay, let's try this. Then we need an orange wide one. Is this gonna work? It's not gonna work. Could go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 4 more. I really wanted another wide one. It's gonna end up going this way if I do it. I don't know if I mind that though. I kind of do mind it. Like I wish I didn't because that would make my life easier, but I do mind it. So I don't know where to go next. Okay, let me put that down. Let's come back to our brown. And if I put this here, no, I wouldn't have the space because I need it here or here, and it's going to stack higher than it needs to be. But now I'm actually thinking, do I mind if it stacks higher and we lose a little bit of that? I don't think I mind it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's going to be the solution. So I think that'll be the solution. We're going to take my white pen and cover up as best I can the brown line here. I could have done this in a very easy way of just putting boxes down, but I kind of wanted to try these monthly boxes because honestly, I don't use them a lot, and I had all the colors in one sticker book. All the colors I needed. All right, that works. We have 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's come back in with another orange. I feel like I need orange over here, but we're gonna lose. Can't put it here. I got myself into like a little bit of a pickle with this commitment to do the corners. So I think that what we do here is we take this orange, whoops, and layer it. And we'll do the same thing with the white pen. The other thing I could have done here was made it like a 2-page open spread. But with a big planner, sometimes I feel like 2 pages is a lot and I just didn't need that amount of space. Okay, that looks good. And now we just need 1 more. So if I were going to put another one probably over here, I think that's why I try to do the colors all together, because then I'm like, oh, what do I do? I feel like brown is probably going to make the most sense because we already have pink, we already have orange. I know we have brown up there, but we can also use another sticker to kind of separate it. So that's going to end up coming off the edge a tiny bit, but we're going to fix it. That's probably the best shot here. So let's grab my scissors. Let's take off all other sticker remnants. And we're just going to shorten the sticker a teeny tiny bit. Should barely be noticed. And then we'll just pop this in right here to the edge. Okay. Now I think I can put this aside. Let me count again. 1, 2, whoops. Let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, perfect. So now I want to come back in and fill in some of the blanks because we can't just leave it like this. So this sticker book has a lot of pretty decorative stickers. This is Fall Love by Live Love Posh, if I didn't say that already. And you can use code Elise10 to save on your order. I'm assuming Monthly Boxes by Mojo Jojo Plans does not have any left, like it's or is out of stock. I feel like it's a very old sticker book, so I doubt that it's still available. But what I'm gonna do here is put this on my hand. My hands are clean. I washed them before filming this video. And we're just going to remove a lot of the stickiness because I want to trim this, but I want to trim it in a way that it's not going to rip the sticker beneath it. So the best way to do that is remove a lot of the stickiness, then put the sticker down and really press in to the areas that are going to stay on the page. Then we're going to use my knife and slice against the other boxes. This is better to do with clear stickers, of course, so you can see where the box is. I have done it before with paper stickers, but it's not easy, and I usually mess it up. And now we'll just come through and pop this up. If you don't remove some of the sticky first, you're going to rip these colored lines, and that's what we were trying to prevent here. Sometimes I even still rip them, but there we go. Okay. Now we're going to kind of come in and continue that throughout. Not all of it needs to be as precise. Like for this little set here, I want to kind of continue this, but all I need to do for this one is just trim a little bit there so that it sits nicely. This I probably could have trimmed or brought down to the corner. So let me see. We have that little piece left. Let's see if I can fix this. A lot of sticker surgery here. We put that piece back together and I use my knife and just trim here. There we go. We've got that little corner, and now the half the pumpkin is not hanging off the edge. Okay, next up, let's take some more of these little elements. And this is just going to fill in those gaps really nicely that you're not really going to be able to tell that they were gaps. I mean, you might be able to tell, but like obviously you're watching the video, you see what we're doing. This one, I don't even really need to cut. We're just going to kind of pop it in there. Let's take a pink. And sometimes if you know where you want to cut it before you put it down, it's easier just to do in the sticker book itself, like this one, because I know that this is going to fit here. And we need a little something over here. Maybe these two apples would be cute. Yeah, and don't even need to be trimmed. They fit perfectly. Over here, let's do a larger leaf. Let's see what that spacing is like. That's good too. Doesn't need a trimming, which is really nice. Over here, we've got a little bit more width. So let's see what I want to do here. I do have this second one here, but I just don't want it to look exactly the same. You know what? We have this. Okay, here's an idea, which is something I was thinking about anyway. I was thinking of putting more washi down. So if I take this piece, which we used down here, I could put this right over there. And then we're going to take my washi and put that here. So it's sitting on top of the washi, which always is a really nice look. But then if I want to continue that washi, I should have no problem turning this over because it is like the same, but I'm going to get myself into a little trouble here because we've got this little edge. I feel like what could be such a simple video, I'm overcomplicating. But I think we'll make it work. Let's get this down as straight as I can. I'm going to end it here. I don't need it to go all the way through. Then I can still see a little bit of this. So I'm going to use my knife. We're going to really sticker surgery this. for washi surgery, I guess. Now we'll pop this piece up like that. So it's really nested against that washi. And then over here, this one's a little bit harder because the orange isn't as visible through the washi, but kind of eyeballing it. Ah, there we go. Okay, that's pretty. Now, the next thing I think is just adding a tiny bit more washi. I really don't need a lot here, but I don't want it to be super random. So we're just gonna add a little bit more here and there. Like I could do, I don't really wanna do it there, but let's do it here. Okay, now we do have this space kind of down at the bottom. I think, let me see if I can find some sort of long, like wide fall quote. Let's see. I like this one that says flannels, hay rides, pumpkin sweaters, bonfires, because it's kind of like bucket list style ideas, but because it's tall, we're just gonna cut it. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. I'm gonna cut it and, oops, and create a wide sticker. So we're just gonna keep trimming this. And then we'll, although flannels, Bobbie lives in Florida, but maybe she wears, well, actually Bobbie does wear flannels. Well, maybe not flannels, but sweatshirts, even though she lives in Florida. Flannels, hay rides, pumpkins, sweaters, come on, sweaters, and bonfires. And I think we have just enough space. That's cute. Okay, I like that. Now, our final step is to fill in the bucket list items that Bobbie actually provided to me. Before I populate this, I've got a little bit of space over here, and I just thought that it would be fun to do maybe this sticker right up at the top. I'd like to fill in gaps like that. I just think that that kind of finishes it and looks cute. Okay, so there's two items that Bobbie wants to do that are a little bit longer. So I'm going to use these wider stickers here for those. And I'm also realizing we've got this notch here that's not being used, so I may add something in there. But one of them is going to be, oops, my pen is not, there we go. Two. And then Halloween Horror Nights. So we're gonna do some fun lettering here. Let's see what I wanna do. Let's grab maybe an orange marker, might work here. Sometimes when I write, I don't speak because I don't want to mess it up. Halloween went up a little bit there. Horror Nights. And I think adding in a little bit of the color with the Crayola just kind of dresses it up a little bit. Okay, then we're going to do orange again. Make Halloween themed. So let's do themed in cursive. Cocktails and treats, which is a fun one. A bucket list should be fun. All right, that's cute. Now I'm going to go through the rest of the list. So let's do go to a Halloween and of course you just want to be mindful of the size of your letters based on the size of the box. Halloween costume party. Next up, watch fall Hallmark movies. Hallmark. That's cute. I'm liking how this is looking. I don't use color enough in my planner. Go to a cidery. That's a fun one. Let's do that here. I like cideries. We have a lot of them here. Go to a cidery. Then we have go to an Oktoberfest event. So let's do that here where I have, maybe here. Go to an Oktoberfest. I'm gonna go smaller here. I spelled this wrong. Okay, we're gonna use correction tape. Actually, I may see if I just have another orange box. I probably do. Oh, yes, we do. Let's just use a new box instead. That sticker does not really want to come up. I'm not super worried about ripping the sticker itself because that's just going to go in the trash. I just wanted to pull up like the majority of it and then we can just layer it over the other one. So let's stand up to get a better view here. Okay, let's try that again. Go to an Oktoberfest event. Go to an OKT O B E R F E S T. There we go. Go to an Oktoberfest event. Next up, watch Gilmore Girls, of course. Then decorate for fall and Halloween. So let's do decorate here. And we'll do decorate for fall and Halloween. Okay, 2 more. Go to a pumpkin patch. Go to a pumpkin patch. And then finally, we have read a fall book. And there we go. I think that we are set. Oh, I wanted to update this part. So we're gonna grab something little right over here in the corner, and let's decide what it's going to be. I have the brown right there. I could use something pink. So even if I just took this little pink apple and popped it in right here, that kind of, oops, gets rid of like that being a little blank corner. And I think that we're finished. I really love how this came out. I'm really glad I decided to use some of the orange in here because I think that it adds so much to it versus just having these all be black. So we are all set. I will link whatever I used in the description of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.